8 Reasons Why Your Child Hates Reading by justmymom.com. Are you troubled by your child's disinterest in reading? Maybe you've got a young child just learning to read. You are trying to encourage the training by reading together. However, each reading session may be a struggle. Your child shuns it, sort of a hated vegetable. Or even your child can already read but just doesn't want to. They even tell you straight in your face, "I hate reading." How did it come to this? Why does your child dislike reading? Basically, it comes right down to one thing: the love for reading was never ignited or are extinguished. Here are 8 ways to kill a child's love for reading. 1. Reading sessions are more like drilling sessions. Don't quiz and test children when reading. It's okay to point things out and ask inquiries to promote thinking, but confirm it stays fun. Don't turn it into a pressurized teaching session. Yes, you hope that they learn something from the reading, but don't make that your main objective. Read to enjoy the story. Learning usually takes place when the teaching isn't so obvious. 2. Television, video and computer games takes center stage when it involves relaxation and entertainment. These strongly distracts children from reading. There must be a limit to those activities if you would like to convince them that books are often entertaining too. 3. Reading books that are too difficult for his or her reading level. It's very discouraging for youngsters to open a book and not skills to read many of the words. Whereas that the joy once you struggle to urge through a page. Know your child's reading ability and obtain books appropriate to their level. 4. Reading sessions become screaming and put-down sessions. Parents got to hold realistic expectations of their children. Control frustrations when children don't excel as fast as you would like they might. Watch your tongue and avoid derogatory remarks like, "Can't you remember that word, we just read it," or "I've told you a great many times already. What is wrong with you?" 5. Reading books that are of no interest to them. How do children regard these books? Boring. To a young boy, reading a book on dinosaurs could also be more captivating than reading a book about Dick and Jane. Draw your teenagers into reading with books that they will relate to. I do know once I was that age I used to be game for books on love, romance, and friendship. Maximize your child's hobbies and interests. 6. Forced reading. For older children, sometimes homework is within the sort of assigned readings. Usually a report has got to be handed in at the top. Although this is often done under good intentions, it's easy for a toddler to take reading as a chore to be done. Very likely too, the assigned reading isn't of their choice and thus, not of their liking. Reading during this situation is like dragging feet within the mud. 7. Peer pressure. This is often another factor that affects older children. Kids are often cruel with their branding and teasing. The term nerds and geeks are usually thrown at people who enjoys books. Your child may alright prefer to shun books just to suit in and be one among the cool kids. 8. Limiting what children read. Imagine if you liked sci-fi books but was told you'll only read classics. What a damper that might be for you, right? Be hospitable what your child wants to read. You'll think your child has moved past picture books but he wants it anyway. Let him. Otherwise you might imagine reading comic books have less educational value than reading documented novels. Remember, it is a book in their hands nonetheless. So, whether it's fiction, non-fiction, picture books, comic books, magazines etc., be supportive. You want to urge your child reading, you've got to first show that it's fun and enjoyable. Don't push too hard to urge your child to find out to read or read to find out. Only there's love for reading can the training begin. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel, Just My Mom. www.justmymom.com